Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the #3 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cornhuskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably will. Just taking the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hemby. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond.
Oh, he's got some space.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Tackle animations.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, if you're the offense, 2nd and short, you're trying to take a shot thinking if you don't get it, you'll just run. But the good news is you didn't lose that many yards. So still 3rd and very manageable, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
Caught near the sticks. It's Cooper. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help them.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line is doing their job.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Hemby. And he'll be brought down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Short yardage play. They'll give it to the wide receiver going to the edge. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And when these plays work, everybody goes nuts, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. But the third down call, they use some misdirection. They go with the reverse. The defense, so disciplined, sound, run to the football and get the big third down stop.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the tight end. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
To the air. It's Raiola. Out of the backfield, he's open.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
He'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nebraska! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Trying to set up the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws into the middle of the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, that was crazy.
After a good return on the interception.
Let 13 jump.
It felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
They've got a little time here to put
I don't know what type of AI they call that, but I mean, shit, if I'm the receiver, I'd at least jump for it.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Good D. I thought he was going to pick that, man.
2nd and 8 coming up.
For a wide receiver screen to
I
work,
feel like I got away with one.
better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Key. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that
the
ball
challenge.
gets completed
This is college.
is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Barney. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll give it to Johnson. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got it. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
The Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Cornhuskers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I don't know. I feel like they did you a little dirty on that 2-point conversion. Gave you the dummy animation. Made me jump for nothing.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive.
Hey, baby. Ooh, thank you. What's that? What is it?
Out of the shotgun. Quick spin. Continues to fight for yards. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Did you get one too?
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Right back to the well. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab deep. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the tight end. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on
even
first
try
down,
to
and now
block
they give
him.
up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
Oh, that was...
Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside
Shit.
the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the
Fuck.
3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance
Damn,
in this
we held
football
on to
game.
that.
Really nice execution by this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Using his feet to buy time. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
He had all
Dangerous plays.
as soon as he got it. He had to fight
I know.
his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Fires left. Pulls it in.
Hi, baby.
To get it out across the 20, they'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Whoa.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is
Hi,
looking
pretty
to
girl.
him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that fourth down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by one possession.
Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game there.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play first.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away.
Yes, sir.
To stop the threat.
And what a play by the defense. balance, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Guard in the backfield. It's Johnson. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him.
Who plays like he depends on the video game mechanics.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.
Good game.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most
I don't know. I mean,
well-prepared teams.
for that to be a number 3 team, he definitely wasn't playing like it was a number 3 team.
The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game, no doubt about
Because
it.
you gonna know you gonna get to number 3.
They're still jacked up, and they're still
You gonna
excited.
know
They
it.
play a big factor, and it
But I will
affects
tell you this
everything
though. I'll say
college
this, man.
football.
Raiola,
Road atmospheres,
that
they're
dude,
tough.
I ain't
Even
never
when the
had a
team
game
isn't
so
ranked like they
good
weren't today,
like
these are the
I
types of
did
moments that
today.
can jump up and bite you.
Especially with him.
Thanks so much for spending some time.
Because he's good like that. Especially like, and I'm using him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, every ball, everything I wanted, every ball placement, wherever I put it, that's where I wanted it. Like, and he made it. He was making it happen. Whole game. This dude, look at that. 14 for 15. He was out of his mind. I could just imagine what his in-game rating was. And then all I needed him to do was just get in the end zone. That's it. Just get up in there. Good look. He was eating. He was eating. He was eating too. That's what I'm talking about. Them tight ends be getting open, man. It be open season all around. Kansas State sold on me yesterday, man. But you know what? I'm going to go back to them. Because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And a really nice job by the kicker.
His rating was 248.05 on the college scale.
job to get down there and make sure they limit that return.
I know, that was crazy, wasn't it?
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burks.
I fucking changed my player at the last minute, man.
First down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Power football with the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? Yes, speed, he has
I can't believe I'm 12 years late on Last of Us. Round of difficulty is fire.
Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though. I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Man, The Last of Us is a top 10 game pretty much all time as far as I'm concerned.
When you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Runs through a tackle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, this guy is so
Man,
dynamic.
my safety need to get his weight up. Like, what are you doing?
It's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
He might want another play. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice job by the quarterback and receiver working the curl route. Receiver got his depth, and he fought back to the football, helping make that completion a whole lot easier.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Turning it on. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Johnson wants to throw it. Looking left.
Good catch.
To lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Leaves it with the back. On the move at the 30. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. To throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Good.
Find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Motion from the wide receiver. Option look, it's Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Quarterback making checks. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback gets past the marker. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
There he goes. Lowers those pads. Touchdown.
Okay.
Oklahoma. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they tacked on the extra point. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of
Oh,
onside
shit.
kicks in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other
Shit
out.
almost
You're still
got
getting
me.
into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to go in. It's just a knack.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try.
Oh, he's got some space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw.
Touchdown Sooners. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he added the extra point. Tie game, and what about this call? Going for an onside kick here in the first half. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there.
He didn't even want the ball.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on third. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
Come on, man.
Dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
You just start glitching out on my run back. Now, come on, man.
The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon
Look at
as
his blocking.
sees
He didn't
run,
block one person. Didn't even bother.
He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
It's a fucking fumble, if anything. Shit.
Hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Off the play fake. He's going to run it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
I got the most honest offensive line ever, man. Why don't they hold somebody? Risk a holding. How about that?
It's second and long here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Rush is on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's third and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Sooners will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. The give on the option. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to win.
Asshole. How?
Is almost over.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down.
Oh, my Lord. Yo, you've been full in the whole game.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, that is not the...
That is your assignment, man. You done let him pass you. That's your block, weirdo.
Actually loses yards and brings up a fourth down now.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Quarterback may change this route. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Ott. They were trying to find the edge there by swinging it out to the right, but there was no room to run.
Yeah, in order for that play to work, they're going to have to get better blocking up front. Those receivers and tight ends, they've got to do a better job getting a hat-on-hat and give that running back a chance to go somewhere with the ball.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Burks. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football out.
Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Now they'll run the draw.
What?
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's like I never even had control of him.
Stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He's just sliding all over the place, man.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Johnson looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. Third down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
What the fuck?
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Offense changing the play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat.
What the fuck? Yo.
36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
It's money time.
What the what? Yo, do you see that?
It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Fires to the right. It's complete.
Man, doing fucking anything.
To stop the clock. They got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to...
Gonna take a shot. He makes a grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He is in there. The two-point conversion gives them the lead. And what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot.
Yeah, that's it.
You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get
just start allowing anything.
Just got outplayed, Reese. And there were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape Watch what you need to improve on and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer,
Man, this
I'm Reese
dude talking
Davis, and
shit,
you've
talking
been
about
watching another presentation
you
of
fight
EA
until
Sports
the end
College
and all this other stuff. I could have kicked field goals. I mean, I intentionally made these decisions to go for it. I didn't have to go for that. You know, I mean, talking to me like I'd have been up what 9 points. I could go for it. I choose not. That's choice. Me not going for that. I could have just kicked the field goal and it would have been a 2-possession game. And there you go. That's me scoring. I mean, people be talking like, yo, you have a number 8 ranked team. I should be losing by no less than 30. It shouldn't come down some boy-oing end of the game. A bunch of glitchy, weird stuff is happening now. My guys is pulling back and they can't touch certain people, and now you're catching everything and I can't catch and all this. So what? But I know what I could have did.
Online. They take no risks in Ultimate Team.
And I'm like, man, yo, I can just kick field goals. I could do this. I'm already up. I'd have been up 2 possessions. I'd have made you fight for everything. People's talking. If I go to a conservative game when I'm talking about I'm up with a lead and stuff like that, I will take every point there is to be taken. Even though I'm an aggressive player, if I'm up a certain point, I'll just do. You know what I mean? I could do that. Just people, they talk too much and they sound dumb. Let me get off this joint. Let me play something else. I'll see what else I got going on.